Alright, so AI is everywhere right now, and if you're in the market for a new laptop, you're probably wondering which ones are actually worth it when it comes to AI performance. Well, I've done the homework for you. Today we're counting down the top 5 AI-powered laptops that range from budget-friendly workhorses to absolute desktop-crushing beasts. Whether you're a student, creator, or hardcore gamer, there's something here that'll blow your mind. I've dropped updated links with the best pricing in the description below. Let's dive in. Landing at number 5 is the HP OmniBook 7 AI, and this thing is seriously impressive for what you're paying. Depending on the configuration you go with, you're looking at anywhere from $800 to $1,300. Though HP regularly runs sales that knock these down to the $700 to $900 range, which is where this laptop becomes an absolute steal. At full MSRP, it's a bit pricey for what you get, but on sale, it's a no-brainer for students and professionals who need something portable and capable. What makes the OmniBook 7 special is its combination of portability and AI-powered efficiency. The model I'm focusing on packs an AMD Ryzen AI 7350 processor with integrated Radeon 860M graphics and a dedicated NPU that makes it a Copilot Plus PC. That NPU is the key here. It's specifically designed to handle AI workloads locally on your machine, which means features like Windows Studio effects, AI noise cancellation, and real-world AI applications run smoothly without draining your battery or bogging down your system. You're getting 16 gigabytes to 32 gigabytes of RAM depending on configuration, up to 1 terabyte of storage, and your choice of either a 14-inch or 17-inch display. The 14-inch version weighs just 2.2 pounds, making it lighter than a MacBook Air, and that's genuinely impressive when you consider it's packing this much tech inside. Now, the trade-offs for that ultra-portable design are real. Battery life sits around 9.5 to 10.5 hours depending on usage, which is solid but not class-leading. If you're used to 15-hour Ultrabooks, this might feel like a step back. The display options range from a basic IPS panel to a gorgeous 3K OLED upgrade that'll cost you an extra couple $100, but is absolutely worth it for content creators. Performance-wise, the AMD Ryzen AI hardware handles everyday tasks beautifully: web browsing, productivity apps, video calls, and runs cool and quiet while doing it. It's not going to compete with high-end gaming rigs or workstation laptops, but that's not what it's designed for. HP built this to military-grade durability standards, and it's made with recycled materials, so it's both tough and environmentally conscious. For students who need something that'll survive being tossed in a backpack daily, professionals who want a reliable travel companion, or anyone looking for their first AI-powered laptop without breaking the bank, the OmniBook 7 AI hits a sweet spot. At number 4, the Lenovo Yoga 7 brings incredible versatility to the table as a 2-in-1 convertible AI laptop. Pricing varies pretty wildly depending on configuration, but you're typically looking at $750 to $1,100, with regular sales bringing the sweet spot configurations down to around $850 to $950. Best Buy and Lenovo's website both run frequent promotions, and honestly, you should never pay full price for these. Wait for a sale and you'll save yourself a couple $100. The Yoga 7 comes in 2 main flavors. There's an Intel Core Ultra version with Intel Arc graphics and an AMD Ryzen AI version with Radeon graphics, and both pack dedicated NPUs for AI acceleration. The configuration that really stands out is the AMD Ryzen AI 7350 model with 16 gigabytes of RAM, 1 terabyte SSD, and a 14-inch 2K OLED touchscreen display. That OLED panel is a game changer. The colors are vibrant, blacks are perfectly deep, and the 100% DCI-P 3-color coverage makes it fantastic for creative work. The 360-degree hinge is smooth and sturdy, letting you flip between laptop mode for productivity, tent mode for presentations, stand mode for streaming, or full tablet mode when you want to get hands-on with a stylus. Build quality is excellent with an all-metal chassis that feels premium, and at around 4.4 pounds for the 16-inch version, it's portable enough to carry daily without complaint. Where the Yoga 7 really shines is in its AI-powered features and overall versatility. The Copilot Plus certification means you get all of Microsoft's latest AI features baked right in, including Windows Studio effects for video calls, real-time translation, AI-enhanced photo editing, and more. The AMD Ryzen AI processor with its NPU handles these AI tasks efficiently without killing your battery, and you're looking at around 10 to 12 hours of real-world battery life depending on usage. The keyboard is comfortable with good travel, the trackpad is large and responsive, and the 1080p webcam with Windows Hello facial recognition actually looks pretty decent for video calls. Connectivity is solid with USB-C ports, USB-A, HDMI, and a microSD card reader. Performance is great for the price. This isn't a gaming powerhouse or a heavy rendering machine, but for everyday productivity, content creation, streaming, and moderate multitasking, it handles everything smoothly. The AI engine built into the AMD chip optimizes performance automatically based on what you're doing, so the laptop intelligently adjusts power usage and thermal management. It's the perfect laptop for students who need something flexible, creatives who want that gorgeous OLED display for editing photos and videos, or anyone who appreciates having multiple form factors in one device. Right in the middle at number 3, we've got the MSI Prestige 16A iStudio, and this is where things get serious for creative professionals and power users. Pricing ranges from about $1,000 to $2,000 depending on configuration, with the RTX 4050 model starting around $1,000 and the RTX 4060 and RTX 4070 versions climbing up from there. The sweet spot is the RTX 4060 configuration at around $1,200 when on sale, which gives you incredible performance for the price compared to competitors like the MacBook Pro 16 that starts at $2,600. The Prestige 16A iStudio is built around Intel's Core Ultra processors, typically the Core Ultra 7155H or Core Ultra 9185H, paired with NVIDIA RTX discrete graphics ranging from the RTX 4050 up to the RTX 4070. This is a proper creative workstation disguised as a sleek business laptop. You're getting 32 gigabytes of LPDDR5 RAM, up to 2 terabytes of NVMe PCIe SSD storage, and your choice of displays, either a 2560 by 1600 QHD plus IPS panel, or a stunning 3840 by 2440K OLED display. The OLED option is incredible with 100% DCI-P3 color coverage, perfect blacks, and factory color calibration out of the box. Build quality is excellent with a magnesium aluminum alloy chassis that's MILSTD 810H certified, meaning this thing is built to take a beating. At around 3.3 pounds, it's surprisingly portable for a 16-inch laptop with this much power inside. What really sets the Prestige 16 apart is that combination of power and portability with genuine AI acceleration. The Intel Core Ultra chips include a dedicated NPU that handles AI workloads efficiently, and when you pair that with NVIDIA RTX Studio drivers and GPU acceleration, you're looking at a laptop that crushes creative tasks. Video editing in Premiere Pro, 3D rendering in Blender, photo editing in Lightroom, all of it runs smooth and fast. MSI's AI Artist software lets you generate images locally on the laptop, and the MSI AI engine intelligently optimizes performance based on your workload. You get MSI Center for fine-tuning everything, comprehensive port selection including Thunderbolt 4, USB-C, USB-A, HDMI 2.1, and an SD card reader for quick media transfers. Battery life is surprisingly good at 8 to 10 hours for productivity work, though gaming or heavy rendering will drain it faster. The 140-watt USB-C PD fast charging gets you from 0 to 50% in about 45 minutes. Connectivity is future-proof with Wi-Fi 7 support. This is the laptop for content creators who need desktop-class performance on the go, photographers who demand color accuracy, video editors working with 4K footage, or anyone running heavy creative applications. It's not trying to be a gaming laptop, though it'll game just fine with that RTX GPU. It's designed to be the ultimate creative mobile workstation at a price that won't require selling a kidney. Coming in hot at number 2 is the MSI Raider 18HX-AI, and this is where we cross into serious gaming laptop territory. Pricing starts at a hefty $3,700 for the base configuration with an RTX 5080 and climbs all the way up to around $4,500 to $4,900 for models packing the RTX 5090. Yeah, that's expensive. We're talking more than a month's rent in most cities. But for that money, you're getting a laptop that can genuinely replace a high-end desktop gaming PC. The Raider 18HX-AI is built around Intel's latest Core Ultra 9 285HX processor, which is an absolute beast with 24 cores, 8 performance cores that boost up to 5.5 GHz and 16 efficiency cores for background tasks. Pair that with either an NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5080 with 16 GB of VRAM or the Monster RTX 5090 with 24 GB of VRAM, and you've got gaming performance that's genuinely desktop class. You're getting 64 GB of DDR5-5600 or DDR5-6400 RAM, up to 4 TB of Gen 4 NVMe SSD storage across dual drives, and a choice of displays. Either an 18-inch QHD plus 240Hz IPS panel for competitive gaming, or an absolutely stunning 18-inch 4K UHD plus 120Hz mini LED display. That mini LED option is where it's at. Display HDR 1000 certified 100% DCI-P 3-color gamut. Bright enough to use in direct sunlight. The thing looks incredible. Build quality is tank-like with RGB lighting everywhere if that's your jam. And at nearly 8 pounds, this is definitely not a laptop you're carrying around for fun. What makes the Raider 18HX-AI special beyond just raw gaming power is MSI's Overboost Ultra technology that pushes combined CPU and GPU power up to 260 watts when you need it. The cooling system is next level with dual fans, 7 copper heat pipes, and 3D cooling stands that actually work to keep thermals under control even during extended gaming sessions. MSI AI Engine automatically detects what you're doing and adjusts performance settings on the fly. Gaming, content creation, video calls, whatever. Connectivity is absolutely stacked with dual Thunderbolt 5 ports, offering up to 120 gigabits per second bandwidth with bandwidth boost enabled, 3 USB-A ports, HDMI 2.1, an SD card reader, 2.5 gigabits per second Ethernet, and Wi-Fi 7. The 6-speaker Dynaudio sound system is genuinely impressive with real bass and clear highs. Battery life is, unsurprisingly, not great at maybe 2 to 3 hours of light use. But when you're plugged in, this laptop doesn't compromise. Gaming performance is exactly what you'd expect from an RTX 5080 or 5090. Max settings, high frame rates, ray tracing on, DLSS 4 support for even better performance. This is the laptop for gamers who want desktop power in a portable package, content creators who need that GPU horsepower for rendering, or anyone who refuses to compromise on performance just because they occasionally need to move their setup. And taking the crown at number 1 is the MSI Titan 18HX-AI, the absolute pinnacle of gaming laptop performance in 2025. This is MSI's flagship, no compromises, throw everything at the wall gaming powerhouse. And it comes with a price tag to match. We're talking $5,100 to $6,000 depending on configuration, with the top spec model packing 6 terabytes of storage hitting close to $6,000. This is not a laptop for normal people. This is a laptop for enthusiasts, content creators, and gamers who demand the absolute best and have the budget to back it up. The Titan 18HX-AI is built around the same Intel Core Ultra 9 285HX processor as the Raider, but everything else is dialed up to 11. You're getting the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 5090 with a full 24 gigabytes of GDDR7 VRAM, 64 gigabytes of DDR5 6400 RAM, and storage configurations ranging from 2 terabytes up to an absolutely bonkers 6 terabytes across 3 NVMe SSD slots. The display is an 18-inch 4K UHD plus 3840 by 2400 mini LED panel running at 120 Hz with display HDR 1000 certification and 100% DCI-P 3-color coverage. This screen is jaw-dropping. Colors are vibrant. Contrast is infinite thanks to the mini LED backlight with thousands of dimming zones. And it gets bright enough to hurt your eyes at max brightness. The chassis is magnesium aluminum alloy that feels like it could survive a nuclear apocalypse. And at 8+ pounds, carrying this thing around is a legitimate workout. But when you set it down and power it on, nothing else comes close. What separates the Titan from everything else is its relentless focus on maximum performance. MSI Overboost Ultra pushes combined CPU and GPU power up to 270 watts, which is genuinely desktop-class power delivery. The cooling system uses a vapor chamber cooler, dual fans, and 7 copper heat pipes in a configuration that MSI has mastered over years of building extreme performance laptops. Even under full load, the Titan keeps thermals in check without sounding like a jet engine. Okay, it's still loud, but it's not as bad as you'd expect for this much power. The port selection is desktop replacement level, dual Thunderbolt 5, 3 USB-A ports, HDMI 2.1, SD card reader, 2.5 gigabits per second Ethernet, and Wi-Fi 7. The 6-speaker Dynaudio audio system delivers room-filling sound with actual bass response. The keyboard is full-size with a number pad and per-key RGB lighting if you're into that. Gaming performance is absolutely unmatched. You're running games at max settings with ray tracing fully enabled and still hitting triple-digit frame rates. Content creation is a breeze with render times that rival desktop workstations. AI features are baked in with the NPU handling Windows AI tasks, while the RTX 5090 crushes heavy AI workloads like Stable Diffusion and local LLM inference. This is the laptop that answers the question, can a laptop truly replace a desktop? With a resounding yes. If you're a professional esports player, a high-end content creator working with 8K footage, a 3D artist rendering complex scenes, or just someone who wants the absolute best gaming laptop money can buy regardless of price, the MSI Titan 18H XAI is it. Nothing else comes close.